Here we are at Seattle Pottery Supply, their fall sale 2011. Let's check it out. One of the events today is Pauline at Mayco. Pauline, can you tell us what you're going to be doing today?
We're going to be doing some underglazes on top of our bisque tiles, showing how versatile they are. We're going to be using them in painterly fashion, so we're going to apply the color on top of an already pre-glazed tile or pre-base coated tile with color, and then when we're done painting in the flowers, we'll put some strips of paper on here to block out some areas and use a clear glaze over the top to get this done in one firing, and then it'll show a dull, shiny surface.
Okay, so you have an underglaze here on the
Yes.
on the tile.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a series of implements. This will be fun. So they're going to come up here.
And they get to try and touch the color and feel it and see how well it's easy to use on top of the bisque tile. It's normally a color that you would use on greenware. We're showing you how to use it outside of the box.
And what are the particular glazes that you're using? What's the name of it?
We're using underglazes today.
Underglazes? Okay.
And we're using our crystal clear brush-on glaze right on the top without setting the color.
Okay. All right.
So saving a firing in between.
Saving a firing in between. And you were telling me that this has a big range of cone what to what?
It's made for an 04 firing, goes all the way to cone 10, and still holds its beautiful color.
Right. Mm-hmm. So this becomes a really nice project, an easy to do project for a teacher or someone wanting to make a holiday gift. Or
very easy to use, very versatile. The colors are intermixable, so you can take your primary colors and make your secondary colors so that you can mix your colors. If you don't have a certain green that you're looking for, you can make your own shade, and it'll mix beautifully and fire beautifully as well.
When you mix the glazes together that way?
Yes.
And then apply them?
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. Boy, you never thought you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great attribute of the color line.
Of the color line. So what do you have behind you? You have some beautiful display here. What do you have?
This is our booth.
Okay.
And so we're spotlighting some of our stoneware colors. These are our new stoneware colors, and some of our washes, and this is layering of stoneware colors.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Our stoneware glazes range from cone 5, go all the way to cone 10. They don't run. They're very stable.
Nice work. Iron wash, rutile wash, copper wash, and manganese wash.
It's our brand new wash line.
Okay.
We're showing our texture tools, our rubber stamps, how you can use them in clay or as a glaze application.
Oh, that's cute.
And our foundation color line, our stroke and coat color line.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Here's our elements here.
So you really got a lot of control with foundations, don't you?
Yes.
So you
our
can
foundations is really stable. There's very little movement.
So the lines hold up very nicely.
Yep.
In a fire.
There's no fuzziness next to each other when you're overlapping or when you're butting your colors up together.
This is an interesting stroke and coat. Tell me about how you did that wonderful glaze like that.
The stroke and coat plate was done with a piece of lace. So you applied some color down first as your base. You took a piece of lace that's very thin, like a kitchen curtain lace, laid it down, applied color over the lace to adhere it to the plate, and then put some contrasting colors over the top of it, pulled the lace off, so you're using that lace like a stencil, and then just blending some colors for your edges.
And look how the detail just holds right in there. And this is stroke and coat.
Stroke and coat. There's no movement in the stroke and coat, so it's one of our most versatile color lines.
And Seattle Pottery Supply carries all of this line.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and this is elements. So this is elements. Explain elements to us.
Elements are our low fire color line that the colors of the elements of the earth, they mimic a high fire line and a low fire setting.
Oh, this is gorgeous. How'd you get all this great detail here? Are those impressions?
We use the rubber stamp.
Rubber stamp.
So that's one of these stamps here.
Okay.
So we use the rubber stamp, applied some stroke and coat color, and just added it onto that.
Wow, that is so neat.
A nice detail.
Yeah, and these are like coasters with a little impression or something.
These are our brand new colors here.
Yeah.
And so it's just to show you what they look like over detail. And
yeah, and so how the highlights come out over edges.
How they break.
How they break. Ooh, this is gorgeous.
And then these are this is our underglaze line here. This is another piece of underglaze. We're featuring underglazes today. And then these are our crystal jungle gem glazes up here. These are our brand new jungle gems that we have available.
Wow. That's neat, the way they make the spots and all that. And the underglazes, explain that. That gives you some more control with using underglazes. Is that right?
Underglaze is like an engobe. It's like a colored slip. With a lot of other goodness in there.
With total control, so it's not going to move at all.
Total control. There's no movement. You could blend the colors. You can mix the colors. You can layer the colors.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to do a lot of detail work with them.
Will you do this often? Do you go around to the various places and demo stuff?
I am the West Coast field rep, so that's what my job is.
Is that
I go
cool?
around and I demo, and we have Denise Ertler on the East Coast that does that side of the the United States.
All right.
She does the
so
same
that'll
thing.
be a fun thing, you know, to engage with people and get to see them do the aha moment.
I love my job.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Today, and I've pre-underglazed using jet black on your tiles.
Okay.
And we're going to use some an orange underglaze, we're going to use a squash yellow underglaze, and we're going to use a fire engine red underglaze to create these 3 little flowers on top.
Okay.
Now, it's not important that you make flowers, so if you don't want to make flowers, you don't have to make flowers. But what we're doing is we're just doing some designs on top, and then we're going to take some strips of paper and block out some areas, and then just glaze part of it to show that you can have a dull and a shiny look to give you a little
glossy.
a little bit of interest. And so to start, we would start by making 3 circles on our tile using our pencil.
Okay. How
Just real light. Just very light. Don't try not to scratch through the colors.
So so is there color underneath this? Is that?
It was a bisque tile, a plain white bisque tile that was already pre-fired. And what I did was I put 3 coats of this jet black underglaze on there to prep it. It takes a while for it to dry, especially in this weather. So I prepped these tiles beforehand.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Okay, a little flip camera like you.
So you try to make 3 distinct different colors, and then your third one you could start with the orange and maybe tip in with some yellow and some red and give that the 3-tone look.
I like this idea.
Real easy, doesn't have to have anything on.
Well, and it would
be easy for them to do it with their fingerprint as well. If
that's
they're
what
doing
I'm
with
thinking
really
for
young
the kindergarten kids, that this could be a really good one that they could tip, tip in with their fingers for the
flower petals.
The flower petals. Make a nice.
So did you just use a wide brush to put the black underglaze on?
Yeah, I used this brush here.
Big fan brush.
And so I just applied 3 coats
of that
of the black to give it a nice solid look.
And we just bought a slab roller last year for the school. PTA did.
Oh, so you can make tiles. Good old PTA. It's PTA.
Well, and these days that's kind of where the arts are funded in our district. The art docent program is completely volunteer run.
What district are you in?
North Shore.
North Shore School. Hey, I'm a North Shore.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what school?
Jake, come and tell him what school you go to.
Wellington.
Wellington.
Yeah. We're in Woodville.
And just give it a little definition.
Back in the day, I used to, when I first got interested in pottery, like 25 years, 30 years ago, before I started growing and everything, I would go do remember when the big painting your pottery things were huge, it was really.
Oh yeah, paint your own pottery were big.
And I would go and I had this design that I would always do. I could see how they love. One of them loves to throw. He actually does pretty darn well for his size and age. Yeah, I mean, that first class I took on the wheel was when I was 12, and I had some really crazy pots from that day. Those times.
So it's got a 14-inch wheel head, so but anything will work that's over there.
Yeah, I'd like I've got a big order of 60 pipe plates.
Oh yes, I
So
remember
I
you were
need
saying.
I need some more bats.
Yes, you will need more
Yeah.
bats then.
Thank you.
Well, the sale was great, and so was his demo. We do this every year around this time. Thanks.